What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Will back with another video. Now today, we're going to be discussing and bringing up a boring topic. But, some people really like to get into it and talk about it, and that's, the kicker position. Now, the Cleveland Browns got a very interesting kicker position and a very interesting kicker. They got kicker coming into a sophomore year, Cade York. Now, why is Cade York interesting? We're going to get into it. Make sure I hit that like button. Make sure I hit that subscriber button. Just passed the 100 subs. Just did our 100 sub giveaway. We're doing a 1,000 sub giveaway. Just comment dogs and you locked into it. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and of course sub here. You know what I'm saying? We drop in 5 to 6 videos every week up until the Browns start playing, and then we'll be at full 6 videos. So I'm just here to provide y'all off-season content and have build a subscriber base. I just started my channel in the off season. So once the season starts going, we're rocking and rolling, and y'all can see how I started and felt from the beginning to the end of the season. But yeah, make sure I hit that sub button, man. Today we're gonna be talking about the kicker position. Now, kicker. I feel like the kicker position isn't as important as some people makes it out to be. But it becomes important because the kicker is like a bailout at the end of the day. If you get all the way down and you can't score and your offense isn't good enough to complete drives, your kicker comes in and, gets you 3 points. That's kind of how I look at kicker. A couple of other people may take kicker a little bit serious. But at the end of the day, you got to hit your extra points. You got to hit your 20 to 29 field goals. And you should hit your 30 to 39 field goals. That's kind of like the bar. You should be at like 95% in that range. And you should be at like 98% on extra points. There's no reason you should be missing extra points as a kicker. That's unacceptable. So we're going to be talking about Cade York. Now, Cade York, pretty sure it was a 4th round pick. Browns drafted Cade York pretty fucking high. Not going to lie, y'all. We drafted a kicker pretty high. I think he was a 4th round pick, which is crazy in hindsight. Looking back at it, up until this point, that kind of was a bad pick, man. We got to be honest with ourselves. Now, Cade York, he did bail us out week 1. We almost lost to Baker. He did bail us out week 1. He couldn't bail us out against the Jets, and he couldn't bail us out against the Chargers. Those 2 games where he missed the field goals that he could have won and could have hit it, but he didn't. So let's take out the long, impressive stuff he could do, where hitting 70-yard field goals and warm-ups. Let's take all that out the window, and let's just sit here and talk about what he can do as far as from a basic kicker standpoint and what production he put up last year. And I'm not going to be one of those head asses or one of those, guys that be like, look at Justin Tucker. Look at Justin Tucker compared to Cade York. Cade York isn't good because, he's not Justin Tucker. Not going to do that. So we're not even going to compare Justin Tucker stacks. I got 2 other kickers here. I'm going to read you off Cade York stacks first, and then I'm going to read you a kicker, and you guys going to try to guess who that kicker is. I would be actually kind of impressed if you guys get it right. If you do, comment down below. Now, Cade York, the reason I'm bringing up this video is because he kind of had a shaky end of his rookie year. Just in general, it was kind of like you were buying your nails for him to go out there and make a field goal because he has missed so many of them. He cost us a couple of games with missed field goals, honestly. But let's get into Mr. York. Let's get into his numbers. All right, so Cade, I got a couple stats here. So Cade York, I'm going to put it up on the screen. Well, actually, I might not put it up on the screen. I'll just tell you to y'all. Cade York, from 20 to 29, first off, he I'm talking like it's basketball. He kicked for 94% on extra points. Not good at all. You should be at about 98 percentile. You should barely ever miss extra points. You should miss 2 extra points out of 100 attempts because it's an extra point. You're a damn kicker. You're getting paid millions of dollars. It's a chip shot. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to make an extra point. We can find a guy on the street that's going to kick for at least 96%, 97% on extra points. You got drafted in the 4th round. There's no reason on God's green earth or on whatever you believe in earth that a guy should be kicking 94% and that's his profession. And especially when it's a chip shot. You know what I'm saying? All right, so, all right, now let's talk about field goals. So that's one area that he is the extra points is one area he's like below average at across the league. Now let's talk about field goal percentage. 20 yards to 29 yards. What do Cade York kick? He kicked 5 for 5. That's good. That's about where everybody else that I looked at that's has sustained a kicking career in the NFL is about at 100% or 99% a high. Maybe one miss every other year. You know, from 20 to 29 yards. 30 to 39 yards. Mr. York is 9 of 12. 9 of 12. He missed 3 kicks from inside the 39-yard mark. Not good at all. That's below league average. And that's not acceptable for a guy that you expect to go out there and to sustain his job. You know, when you draft him with a 4th-round pick, you draft him to go out there and be our kicker for the next couple of years. You can't be our kicker for the next couple of years, and you're kicking 12 and 9 from 39 and in, you know? Now, if you guys feel like I'm being too hard on the guy, comment down below. Let me know. Am I tripping? You know? But I got 2 other good kickers here. Not the best kickers in the world. Shit, you might not even say they're top 2 at their position. But they are good kickers, and they have been on their rosters for a substantial amount of time for me to put them in this video. Next, from 40 to 49 yards, Cade York kicks 8 of 6. Once again, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's acceptable. Like, that's all right. You know what I'm saying? 8 of 6. That's not something I will be super hypercritical on. And then that's not something that, you know what I'm saying, like, you can really go out and pick out and say, hey, that's not good. Because a lot of guys, you know, miss a field goal or maybe 2 at the max from that range. From 50 yards plus, Cade York is 7 of 4 or 7. That's about, you know what I'm saying, a league average or a little bit higher than league average. He actually kicks better than one of these kickers that I got on this list. But 7 and 4, it's not terrible. It's not great, but it's okay. It's manageable. It's doable. He made 4 out of 7 kicks from 50. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. All right, now let's go and look at some other guys not named Justin Tucker. I'm going to read off these stats and y'all let me know who this is. Both of these guys are AFC North, not AFC North. Both of these guys are AFC kickers. First thing first, and they're in the same division, I will say that. Not the same division as Cade York, but they're in different divisions. I didn't want to like be obvious and go with, like I said, Justin Tucker or Evan McPherson. So, first guy, he kicked 20 from the 20 to the 39. He kicked 12 of 11, mind you. Yeah, 12 of 11 from the 20 to the 39. 1 miss last year. Cade York missed 3. Now look at from the 40 to 49. 5 of 4, 1 miss. So he had 2 missed kicks from the 20-yard line to the 49-yard line. 2 missed kicks. Cade York had 5. That's the difference between great and below league average when you're a kicker in the National Football League. Now, Cade York did kick a better percentage from the 50-yard than this guy. This guy kicked 3 of 7, not too good. Cade York kicked 4 of 7, outdid him. So that's why I said the 4 of 7 is kind of good, kind of decent. Now to review this guy, drum roll, it's Harrison Butker. So Harrison Butker, like I said, had great numbers, only missed 2 kicks from the 20 to the 49-yard line. Now let's get into the other guy. So just to show you guys why I will say why Cade York needs to improve and why if he doesn't need to improve, he simply needs to be cut, which is unfortunate. But when you draft a kicker in the 4th round and he don't pan out, you can't hold him for 2-3 years and hope he gets better. So if Cade York's not looking good by week 6, week 7 I think we need to start thinking about bringing in another kicker to give him competition, or he may need to be cut. That's a hard conversation that we might have to have. But him being bad might not matter because we might be beating guys by more than 3 points. Next guy. This guy kicked 20 from the 20 to the 39. He kicked 20 of 20. From the 40 to the 49 yard, he kicked 3 of 4. So if we combine those numbers, he kicked 23 of 24 from the 20 to the 49 yard mark. And mind you, he has a way higher attempts because his team that he's playing on wasn't good. So he had to kick more field goals, and he still came in and delivered. Now let's look at Cade York. Cade York from the 20 to the 49 missed 5 kicks. This guy, who isn't even the best kicker in his conference, by the way, missed 1 kick from the 20 to the 49. From the 50 plus, he kicked 11 of 13. 11 of 13 from 50 plus. Cade York, 4 of 7. So this guy, who once again isn't even the best at his position, kicked a much higher percentage in every statistical category as a kicker. Who am I talking about? The kickers for the Raiders, Mr. Carlson. So I'm just showing you guys in perspective. I could have pulled guys from the NFC. I could have pulled guys from our division. But the numbers don't lie that Cade York was a below average kicker last year. And I'm not being too hard on him, but I want to say, and I want everybody to be fully aware that he needs to be better. If we're going to be a good football team, it's not going to matter that much if we're really good, but it's going to be games where he can lose us games from not being good at his, and that's on Andrew Berry, honestly, because you went out your way to draft this kicker. And like I said, he's going into his sophomore year. He can obviously turn it around and improve. I don't want anybody thinking I'm being negative or saying he's trash. But if these numbers continue, he needs to be cut. Point blank, period. And if you got to cut a 5th round pick, a 4th round pick kicker because you drafted a kicker in the 4th round when you could have picked a guy up off the street to do the same production and that he did within 2 years, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? That's on Andrew Berry. So we shall see, man. A lot of people forget that this guy was a 4th round pick. And we kind of forget about some of the subpar kicking that he had because he was a rookie. We kind of gave an excuse. But if Cade York don't come out and produce this year, he needs to be gone. Point blank, period. We can win 12 games. If Cade York has these numbers, he should be cut. So you guys let me know how y'all feel. Am I being too hard on the cat? You know what I'm saying? Am I being too hard? I just feel like you should be able to miss at least 2 kicks max. 2 kicks from the 20 to the 45-yard line. You shouldn't be missing kicks. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be kicking 94% from the extra point wise. No matter rookie or not, you're an NFL kicker. You shouldn't be kicking 94% from extra points. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. So you guys let me know how y'all feel about it, man. I feel like this is a very realistic point of view. I think if he could just have Harrison Butker numbers. What was Harrison Butker's numbers? What was that? 16, 17 of 15 to 17 from the 20 to the 49-yard mark should be what should we would expect for a kicker that's going to be here for the foreseeable future. So that's my opinion on it. I want you guys' opinion and takes on it. I kind of went deep and went into depth, just going over different kickers. And I know a lot of you guys probably wouldn't expect me to drop a kicker video. It's going to be a little bit of one of the longer videos I have on my channel. But yeah, I feel like this was something I had to bring to y'all attention because it's something that's kind of went under the radar with all the offseason signings. So like I said, y'all comment down below, man. We doing a 1,000 sub giveaway. Make sure y'all like, sub here, lock in with us. We going and ramping this up all the way into the season. It's your boy Will, and I'm out. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.